All right, hi everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on how to optimize your website. We have our Digital Main Street team presenting today. So before we start, a land acknowledgement. We acknowledge the lands which constitute the present-day City of Mississauga as being part of the treaty lands and traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the Seneca and Attawandaron and wider Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Huron-Wendat First Nation. We recognize these peoples, the Anishinaabe, the Ojibwe-Chippewa nations within the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Huron-Wendat, and all other peoples who inhabited these lands since time immemorial. The City of Mississauga is home to First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples. As a municipality, the City of Mississauga is actively working towards reconciliation by continuing to strengthen our relationship with Indigenous communities. We formally recognize the Anishinaabe origins of our name and continue to make Mississauga a safe space for all Indigenous peoples. So October is Small Business Month, and this month we celebrate and highlight the contributions of Mississauga small and medium-sized businesses whose ideas and determination build the backbone of our Mississauga small business community. So today we are here to celebrate you. Again, this webinar is presented by Idea Mississauga. And a bit more about us, we are your central source for small business information, resources, and guidance. All our resources are currently provided remotely, and our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. We provide free business information and guidance, webinars and workshops, resources and tools, training and mentorship programs, as well as entrepreneurship programs. So a bit more about our programs and services. To start, we have our business advisory services. This consists of legal, accounting, business operations, sales strategy services, digital marketing strategy services, as well as scale-up services. And more information about any of the programs and resources that we do provide will be on this slide in the URL if you want to follow that URL. The Summer Company Program consists of business training and mentorship to help you get your business up and running, as well as the opportunity to apply for a grant of up to $3,000 to help you launch your summer business. So this program is open to 18 to 35-year-old students. And again, more information can be found in the URL provided. Our Starter Company Plus program consists of free training and business skills development, free mentorship and guidance, as well as the opportunity to apply for a program grant of up to $5,000. We also have our Scale Up program, which is a 4-month program that supports innovative and inclusive companies to grow and overcome barriers. During this program, you have the chance to attend workshops, connect with experienced mentors, as well as pitch your business to potential investors at the end. So our team is here to help you. We have John Lamb, who is our entrepreneurship and innovation specialist, Susan Lovelace, who is our small business consultant. Myself, I handle general inquiries, as well as Sahana, who is the project coordinator for DMS, as well as she also handles digital marketing consultations. If you're not already signed up for our e-newsletter, I highly encourage you to sign up. You can scan through this QR code. You are basically updated on any of our upcoming events, workshops, seminars. So if you haven't already done so, please scan this QR code and it'll take you right to the sign up page. So here are a few ways that you can contact us. You can contact us through our email, which is idea@mississauga.ca, our phone number, which is 905-615-4460, our website, which is www.ideamississauga.ca, and we can be found on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn at Idea Mississauga. So to start this presentation, I'm just going to introduce Sahana really quickly, and she'll just go over the Digital Main Street program.
Thank you, Mona. And as Mona previously mentioned, my name is Sahana, and I'm the project coordinator for the DMS program here at the City of Mississauga. And I just wanted to come on here to talk about two really great programs for small businesses, one of them being the Digital Main Street program. And this program provides free digital assessment of your business. We also help to enhance your business presence, and we also help provide one-on-one guidance, resources, and recommendations on how to grow digitally. Lastly, we do have a digital transformation grant available, and our DMS members help to sit down with you to apply for this grant as well. This is a really great program for any brick and mortar businesses located in Mississauga to really help you grow your business online and to grow your presence online. To find out more information or to sign up for this program, visit idmsaga.ca/digital main street. And to introduce you to our wonderful team, Digital Main Street team, we have Yusuf, Simran, and Shrishti, each of them representing different areas in Mississauga. And these are the members you'll be working with one-on-one, who will be providing you those consultations and helping you guide you through growing your presence online. Once again, if you are interested in this program, sign up at idmsaga.ca/digital main street. Another wonderful program available to small businesses. This program specifically supports new and existing small brick and mortar Main Street businesses in Mississauga's Clarkson, Cooksville, Malton, Port Credit, Streetsville, and the downtown core area. Eligible businesses will receive a free market research. We'll have an ambassador sit down with them to identify business opportunities and also help you apply for non-repayable funding contributions. Market research and some of these opportunities can cost small businesses quite a fee to have them done. However, we provide the service for completely free. So please take advantage of this great program. And to learn more about this program, visit us at idmsaga.ca/MMS. And here is our team of ambassadors. So these are our Main Street ambassadors who sit down with you to sort of work with you and identify opportunities to help you grow and move forward with your business. We have Duncan, Emanuela, Yao, and Saida, each of them once again representing different areas in Mississauga. And if you would like to get connected with them, once again, idmsaga.ca/MMS would be where you would sign up. And to continue this wonderful Small Business Month, we have two really great webinars coming up. Tomorrow we have Doing Business with Government. A lot of great information is shared during that webinar, so do please sign up. And additionally, next week we'll have our last Small Business Month webinar series called How to Improve Your Facebook Ads. So if any of these two webinars interest you, by all means, feel free to register at idmsaga.ca/events. And lastly, a few reminders for today's sessions. Audio is available for speakers and panelists only. Camera displays available for speaker and panelists only. This session is being recorded and available after today's session. Please use chat area to offer comments and ask questions. Please put to all panelists. And lastly, today's presentation, resources, and a feedback survey will be emailed to attendees following today's session. And without further ado, I am excited to present to you our presenter for today, Shrishti, and she supports businesses in the Port Credit and Clarkson area. And today she'll be doing a website audit and showing you how to improve a website that you currently have. Over to you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Mona and Sahana. To everyone who's here, thank you for being here today. Happy Small Business Month to everyone. My name is Srushti, and I am the Digital Main Street Service Squad member for the Port Credit and Clarkson areas. And today we're going to be talking about how to optimize your business website. So let's get started. I'll just share my screen right here. So I'm just going to switch to presenter mode. So today we're going to be talking about how to optimize your business website. So these are the things that we'll be talking about today. Just a basic overview, some key elements to include on your website, some basic search engine optimization techniques, how to ensure cohesive branding and imagery for your website and your marketing initiatives. And then we're going to do a website audit of a real business together. So the very first important question, why do we need a business website? So a business website is a platform for your brand to establish a professional online presence. You can showcase the details of the products that you sell. You can showcase how good you are at what you do. You can showcase how legitimate and credible you are. So your website is a great platform to help customers find important business information, increase brand awareness, And it just makes you easier to find online when someone looks for something relevant to the products that you are selling or your brand. So you're reaching this whole new base of consumers who can be new leads and buyers for you and just increase your sales and grow your business even more. So these are the things that we'll be talking about today. It's a brief roadmap of what we'll be doing today. Right from business information to SEO elements, we'll be discussing the SEO elements in a little bit of detail. So don't worry if you don't know any of these terms. We're going to make sure that you know everything by the end of today. So let's start with the very first one, your business information. Does your website highlight what you do exactly right in front of the consumer on the first page? So your home page should identify a problem that you solve or a benefit that you provide, something that you do very well. And depending on what your business does, you can include a few details or maybe a short paragraph on your homepage describing your products or services. The next is your contact information. When someone comes onto your website, you want to make sure that they interact with you. They either buy something, they reach out for something if they have questions, anything. So we have to ensure that you have a contact us section at the bottom of your page. So your contact information should include your name, address, phone number present on the bottom of the page. You can also include your contact email IDs so that customers can reach out and email you. If you have social media, make sure you link your social networks in tiny logo icons at the bottom. And lastly, if you have a brick and mortar location, make sure you include a map at the bottom of the page. So why would a map help? It just helps customers navigate more easily towards your store and then actually show up and get products from you if they want to. The next is important client information. This is the information that a client may look for, maybe consciously or subconsciously when they go onto your website. So let's talk about that. The first one is target. Is your website targeting your client? If you have an e-commerce website, you're selling products online. Is it easy to browse through your products? Is it easy to make a payment? Is it easy to actually check out, buy a product from your website? So make sure that it is built according to what your consumer needs. The next is trust and authority. When consumers come onto a website, they want to make sure that you're legitimate, you're credible, and that you have great quality products and services. So do you have any trust elements on your website? It could be partner or client logos, any testimonials, any badges or logos of any associations that you're a part of. This shows that you've really put effort into whatever you're doing or selling and that you are good at what you do. Authority elements include mostly press, media mentions, any awards or certifications. Those are really helpful when consumers want to make sure that your business is the best. The next is proof. Imagine buying something online without reviews. It would be so difficult. So when you have a business website, make sure that you have reviews, testimonials, case studies, something related to what your products are being sold. Make sure that you have actual customer reviews. Make sure you include like a name or maybe the exact words of a customer onto your website, just like the picture mentioned in the slide. The next is important client information. In important client information, there is one really important thing. You want to give the client something to do once they look at your website. So the something to do is basically called a call to action. Is it clear, prominent, right in front of the consumer screen? So a call to action could be a book an appointment now, schedule a consultation, buy a product now. So make sure that it is clear and prominent right in front of them. The next is lead capture. It is optional depending on what you want for your business and your website and what your products are. But imagine having a list of people who are interested in your products, your offers, your new releases, and you have a complete list of their information, which you can use to build a strong consumer base. That is lead capture. Lead captures can include newsletter signups, email list signups, catalog signups. So just like the picture mentioned below, it could be just a first name, last name, and an email. So make sure that you have a compelling lead capture call to action. The next is display elements. One of the main things that we want in a website is that it should look great. It should be interesting to look at. It should be eye-catching. So does your website contain photos? Do you have a colorful theme and a layout? Are there interesting things to look at in your website? Apart from that, are there blogs or articles or posts on your homepage? Is there something dynamic like a small introductory video? So all these elements make it eye-catching for the user, and they tend to stay on your website more and explore more if they see these. The next, make sure you don't have any overlapping or display errors. Maybe an image hidden behind something, maybe text looks distorted. Make sure you preview your website properly before it goes live or if you're editing it. Lastly, is the theme consistent with your social media? This is really important because when a user sees a particular theme or a color associated to a brand and they see it in multiple places, the brand kind of imprints on their head. So you want to make sure that you have cohesive imagery for your social media and your website. So take a look at the example on the slide. So you can see that there is the website of Brit & Co. and there is the Instagram of Brit & Co. And you see that they're following like a similar theme of colorful pumpkins, Halloween, and it's consistent on both pictures. The next is technical elements. These are a few technical things that are important and that you should make sure that you've taken care of. The first one is mobile and other devices. So these days, people use a variety of devices to browse your website. It could be an iPad, it could be a mobile phone, a smartphone, it could be a tablet, a PC, or a laptop. Does your website look good on all these devices? Make sure that it doesn't look too clunky or that you don't have to scroll too much when you're on your phone. So you make sure you optimize it according to that. The next is the website being secure. When you see HTTPS on the top in your URL, it shows that your website is secure. So is there a lock icon next to the URL in your browser window? Make sure that it is there because this lock icon kind of ensures that you are a safe and legitimate business. You are providing full transparency to the viewer. The next is page speed. So a page may load fast or slow depending on what your website content is. So when it comes to page speed, there are a lot of free tools available online where you can just enter your URL and then the browser or the tool will present to you a score of your page speed and maybe improvements that they suggest. So the one that I've linked in the slide, it is a Google developer tool. So it does the same thing. You can enter your URL in a tiny text box and it will return to you the page speed for mobile and desktop. And it also suggests different changes or anything which is taking up a lot of your speed and making your site load slower. So check those out if you want to. The next one is a really important one. Does your website actually work? Are your buttons, are your sign up links, are your forms actually working? When someone goes to a website and they see that it is frozen or they're clicking multiple times and nothing's actually happening, they are moving on immediately to the next website they see. And we definitely don't want that to happen. So make sure that all the buttons, sign up links, and the forms are working. Now let's go into the SEO part. So there are 5 main things that we will be discussing today as a part of search engine optimization. These are really basic SEO things and we'll be just understanding the concepts. So we'll be going through HTML meta tags, which include the title tag and the description. We'll be going through H1 tags, keyword content on your homepage, alt text, and backlinks. So don't worry if you've not heard of these terms before, it's completely okay. We're going to go through them one by one and we'll totally find out what everything is. So the first one is HTML tags, the meta tag, the title tag. So the title tag is a code tag that allows you to give your web page a title. Whenever you look for something in a browser, do you see the blue text which shows up above a business's URL, just like the picture, that is what your title tag is. Also, when you open this tab and you see it in a tiny tab on your browser, whatever you see in that tiny tab is also the same title tag. So the title tag announces to your web page, announces to the browser that, hey, my web page exists and this is what it contains, so that your browser knows that it will show up your page when someone looks for something relevant. It plays a really important role in terms of organic search ranking, which means where your page ranks on the Google search results page. The title tag should be made up of keywords or things that will match what people might search for when it comes to your business. And when someone sees, for example, looking at the image, when someone sees that they have a very close match, the best software programs for small businesses over there, they're more likely to click on your page and view your web page for answers, which will increase your traffic further. The next is after the title tag and the URL, you see a tiny, concise summary of the website content in the search result. This is called the meta description. It is a description of the content on your page. So this description influences whether or not a user will click on the link to their page. Why? Because this description tells the user if they're going to get their answer or not. So make sure you have a very effective and clear, concise meta description. Moving on, we have heading 1 or H1 tags. H1 tags are HTML tags used for the main headlines of the page. So they're different from the title tag. So how are they different from the title tag? H1 tags you can see on your actual web page, while the title tags you see maybe in the browser window name or maybe on the search results page. So how do H1 tags help in boosting search engine optimization performance? So H1 tags help the search engine understand what exactly your page contains. So when you match your H1 tags to your title tag content, the search engine now has two different links to see that your page has the relevant content to what someone is searching for. So your page will be boosted and shown on top of the searches. So if you take a look at the image on the right of your screen here, so you can see that Google knows that the page is about SEO trends because the H1 tag shows clearly that it is about SEO trends. If you're not very familiar with HTML, the H1 tag will be the biggest text on top of the page as you move ahead. The H1 tag also helps guide the reader through your page by creating a clear hierarchy of content. So for example, it could be the SEO trends, which will continue. And then the next article would be, these are the search engine optimization tools that you can use. So H1 tags can guide the reader to see where the last article has ended and the next section begins. Now let's go to keyword-rich content. So why is keyword-rich content important? So when it comes to the search engine, your search engine is going to comb through your website to look for things which are relevant. And when it sees the content on your website, it is informed of what exactly it contains. So when someone comes onto the search engine and types in something relevant, the search engine will know where to direct them to. So the search engine increases, so keyword content for the search engine increases relevant search traffic towards your page. And for the target audience, your audience is going to use the same keywords that you include in your web page when searching for something that is related to your brand. So having good and effective keyword content on your website is going to help you connect your target audience, the right people, to your website. So this will also increase more leads and maybe more sales for the growth. The next is alt text. So have you ever hovered your mouse on top of an image for a little too long and a tiny yellow box pops up describing detailed information of what an image shows? So that tiny yellow box is called alt text. It is also known as attribute or description. So it is a snippet of detailed information describing what an image shows. So it basically gives context to what your image is displaying to the search engine. it informs the search engine and allows it to index the image properly. Have you ever used Google Image Search? Google Image Search also works primarily on alt text. So you can take a picture of something and search for it on Google, and Google kind of identifies and gives you relevant search results. So alt text is an opportunity to drive traffic through Google Images. So the next one is helping improve accessibility for visually impaired users. So when a machine is reading out to a visually impaired user what the site contains, the machine can read the alt text and the visually impaired user knows what image is present and why is it relevant to whatever the page is. And of course, when your website doesn't load, only the alt text will display on the website, and the alt text describes what is supposed to be displayed. So it gives your reader more context when maybe an internet connection is slow, or maybe there's a loading error. The last one is backlinks. So backlinks are basically created when one website links to another. So what exactly do they do? So backlinks signal to search engines that a website vouches for the content of another website. When a website links to another website, search engines think that the content is helpful, legitimate, and is worth linking to. So the website with a lot of backlinks would be displayed on top of the search results page. So this will help its ranking position and its search visibility. So which backlinks should you have? Backlinks from trustworthy, popular, and high authority sites are considered the best to have. What would be high authority sites? They could be the page of a newsletter or a press or media website, because you know that the content being published on these websites is actually credible and is not going to be potentially suspicious or spammy. So good backlinks could be any association links, any partners, press, or sponsors when you link their website to yours and they link your website to theirs. And most importantly, try not to link to any potentially spammy websites, because that will certainly be a very weak backlink for you, and your search engine will be suspicious of what this is. So now we're going to go into an actual audit of an actual business. So today we will be reviewing a business called Ease Element. Our very own My Main Street ambassador, Emanuela, is the founder of this business. It is a jewelry and athleisure wear shop. So let's begin of what a search engine, of what a website audit actually looks like. So I have typed in Canadian jewelry and athleisure wear in my search box over here, and Ease Element has popped up on the top. So if we click on this, we are led to this page. So this is the home page of Ease Element. So because we're doing a website audit, I have created a list of things that we just discussed over here. So right from business information, contact details, client information, display elements, technical, and SEO, we have a checklist, and we'll be referring to this checklist as we go back and forth between the website and the checklist to check things off. So let's go back to the website and look at the business and contact information. So when we look at the website, on the very first homepage, we can see that they've highlighted what exactly they sell. So they've written where jewelry and athleisure wear coexist. So we know the main business information of what they sell. And if we scroll a little downwards, we can see names of products such as hoodies, sweatpants. And on the home page, we start seeing pictures of products and e-commerce and stuff like this. So the home page makes it very clear of what this business sells. Now, if we scroll down below for the last section, which is the Contact Us section, here we have, so I'm just going to close this chat box right here. So in the contact section, we have a mailing address given. We have an email address given for customer and general support. We also have the social media icons linked right here. So we have these main aspects of the Contact Us section. Ease Element is a online business and does not have a physical brick and mortar location. So it is completely okay that they don't have a map. So now we're going to go into the checklist and check off a few things right here, which are the business information and the contact information. Now let's move into the client info. So we're going to go back to the website. So when we look at the website, when we scroll down a little bit, it is very obvious to see that it is an e-commerce website. Consumers can buy products from this website and they can check out directly. So the website is targeting their client. The next, we're going to look at trust and authority elements. So if we scroll down a little, we start seeing the reviews. And one great thing about the reviews is that customers have actually linked the product which they've bought. And we can see as we can scroll through reviews. I'm just clicking on the arrow right here. So we have great reviews from customers. We have 5-star reviews, and you can take a look at all of them over here. The next, we also have, when we scroll down a little bit, we have media mentions. We see ease element in the press written right here. And we can see that there is City News, there's the Medium, there's Focal. So all these press and media organizations have mentioned ease element in the press and in their articles. So now we know that this is a legitimate, a credible business. It has great reviews and they're good at what they do. So now the call to action. Ever since we showed up on this page, the first thing we see is I'm ready to pre-order. It is right there, right in front of your eyes. So, and it is a very prominent call to action. So you can pre-order products from their website. They also have multiple calls to action if we scroll down below. So you can see pre-order now, or we can see create your ease element bundle. And then we have an I'm ready section where you can start adding things in. So they have a great call to action, very prominent. And if we scroll down below, we also have lead capture here. So lead capture, as I said, could be just an email list as well. So here consumers just have to enter their first name and their email ID, and they become a part of the email list. So they've subscribed to the email list. So they also get special benefits. It's kind of like an exclusive community in Ease Elements consumers. But we also have lead capture on the website. So now let's go ahead and check these things off from our checklist. So in the client information, we have targeting, media mentions, reviews, calls to action, and an email list sign up for lead capture. Now let's look at the display elements. Let's go back to the website here, right here. So the very first thing you see when you show up on the website are the photos. They're following a consistent color theme of the brown orangish color, and all their products, all their photographs, all their pictures. So everything is following a consistent color theme. And as we scroll down below, we can see that the whole website has been made consistent to the color theme. We also have, as we scroll down a little, we have photos everywhere, and they're dynamic pictures as well. So if you hover on the photos, you can see that they change. You see multiple images of the same product. It's just more interesting for a consumer to explore this website when you go to it. We do not have a introductory video or something dynamic of that kind, but that is completely okay. It depends on the business. Let's go and check if they have a consistent theme with social media right here. So I'm going to go try and check out their Instagram page over here. So we're going to go here, just waiting for it to load. So yes, when we look at it, you can see they're following the consistent theme of the brown color, the products, the points. So they have a good linking with their social media as well. So it's good for their business. So let's go in and check those off of our list as well. So they do not have video or blogs on their front page. So if we take a look, if we scroll right down below, we see something called a blog. So they do have a blog, but they've decided to not include it on the front page. So that's okay. We will not be checking that box off. So now the next parts are technical elements. So the website looks good on mobile. I have it open on mobile. I'll be showing you shortly. But when we go back to the website, we see right here on top, next to the URL, we can see the lock icon. The lock icon shows that the website is secure. So it is a sign of trust and credibility between the website as well. And apart from that, we also have, do the pages, the links, and the buttons work? So if we go on to, you click a button right here, we can see stuff, it is working. You can click on things. So I just checked a few minutes ago, but the website is completely operational. Everything's functional, everything is working, and also looks great on mobile as well and on other devices. So we will be checking those things off as well. So let's go to the last section, which is the SEO section. So the first thing we're going to look at is the title and meta description. So when we look for ease element over here, right over here on our Google search results page, the thing that you see in purple is the title tag. So the title tag contains all the necessary information and the business name. It is a very effective title tag as I look for something similar in my Google search. Underneath this, we have the meta description, which is a Canadian business specializing in water-resistant jewelry, etc. So the title tag and the meta description are short, concise, and to the point, and quite effective when it comes to someone looking for athleisure wear or jewelry, and they might click on this website. So let's go check those off. The next is H1 tags or text. So let's go back to here. So because we do not see the actual HTML code behind this, an H1 tag would be the biggest text on the page. So over here, pre-order your fall essentials is most definitely an H1 tag. If we scroll down below, we have let our customer speak for us, also an H1 tag. So as you can see, the H1 tag kind of makes sections separate. So this will be the review section. This will be like a falls essential section. So the H1 tags are present and they're doing a good job at making sections of content and separating the website content from one another. If we hover on top of images, we don't really see any alt text. So I don't think this website has any alt text, and that is completely fine. That is one improvement that we can suggest for this website. So, and down here we see press logos. So we know that on the websites of all these press companies, they have linked ease element and this website and the shop website. We also have the founder who has linked her own blogs and her own fashion pages to the website. So we know that this website has good and strong backlinks. The press will probably be making the strongest backlinks of them all. But all these logos, they indicate that this website is linked to all the articles on their pages. So she has strong backlinks as well. So let's go check those things off from our list. We have the big text H1 tags. We do not have the alt text, and we have backlinks. And the last one is keyword rich content. So this is an e-commerce website. So the possibility of having a lot of words on the page is very less, because she wants to, the founder and the website wants to make sure that it is easy for customers to navigate and just simply order products. So there are fewer keywords on her home pages and her main pages, but the essential keywords are present. So if you see, there are names of her products, there is hoodies and sweatpants. If we scroll down below, there is non-tarnished jewelry and athleisure wear. If we scroll down below, you have names of products, you have names in the reviews of products. So the website does contain the main keyword content which is required. So let's go and check that off of our list as well. So now, just finishing up a little bit. So now looking at the list, we can see that Ease Element has a pretty strong website. They have most of the elements that are required on a good website. If Emanuela wants to improve her business website, maybe she can include a few blogs or a video or some kind of content on the homepage, just as a suggestion from us. And another thing that she can include to improve her search ranking, her visibility, and some traffic driven from Google image search is the alt text. So the alt text, the blogs, and the video are the improvements that we can suggest to Emanuela. But overall, This is a very solid website. It is great for shopping over here, and shout out to Manuela for letting us audit her website together. And yes, so this is all that we have for today. Let's go back to our presentation. So thank you for your time. And do we have any questions?
Thank you so much, Shrishti. That was an amazing presentation and a great overview of how to sort of take a look at our website and how to analyze and include some very important elements. So as Shrishti mentioned, we are kind of opening up the floor right now for any questions. If you have a website of your own, and if you have any questions on like regarding your website and how you can improve it, please feel free to share it in the chat and have it sent out to everyone so that everyone can take a look. So I think we had just one question or two questions actually here. One is, you might be answering this shortly, but how do you create the HTML meta tags?
So for the person who's asked the question about how do you create the HTML meta tags? So either if you've made your website yourself, they usually have a simpler interface for people who don't really know the code. So you will have something called a title, which will be your title tag, and the meta description, which will be your meta description. So you usually have space to enter both of them. But if you're using the actual HTML codes, then the codes would be there's a specific code called the meta tag, which you can include while entering these in.
Perfect. And just to kind of reiterate what Shrishti mentioned, depending on, so if you are using a free website builder of your own, there usually are sections to go in and add these like meta tags and things like that. So you can even, like a lot of the times, if you just go on Google and type in the website builder that you're using and then how to add a meta tag, you will get a lot of tutorials on how to do that. And then additionally, if you have a web developer who builds your site for you, just mentioning, you know, do we have a meta tag for each of our pages? Do we have a meta descriptions, things like that? They can always make sure to check that in the back end and give you a heads up about that as well. And then our next question we had is, do we have the SEO checklist available online? That is something that we can work on in terms of our next webinar, if that is a topic that interests you, on more specified webinar on SEO, on checking your SEO for your website. So we'll definitely do something about that, or we'll look into sort of creating a webinar on that as well. Next question is, can you comment on the difference in choosing to use H1, H2, or H3, and why you would choose which one?
So H1, H2, H3, so they're not really, you don't really have to use just one of them. So H1, H2, H3, H4, as you keep going on ahead, it's kind of like a sub point and then a sub point and a sub point. So so the H1 tags will be used for the main content on the page. Could be like a headline or like just maybe the about us only. And then H2 tags could be a slightly sub point. So maybe the headline could be presenting a webinar on optimizing your website. And then the H2 tag would be the content being discussed. But if we go in further ahead, an H3 tag could be SEO elements, and then an H4s could be the names of the elements. So it's kind of like making sub points, kind of like bullets. So that's how H1, H2, H3, and H4 are used. But for search engine optimization, make sure that you're using H1 for the main contents of your web page. So make sure you highlight your keywords in your H1 tags.
That's really great advice. I think kind of reiterating, like H1 is that one tagline that Google will sort of scan through to see for some keywords. So it's, I think, really important. And I think just H1, H2, and H3 are just to label how different lines are. So that's why it's called different taglines. But if you can put as many keywords in H1, that would be really useful. Someone did ask to check their website out. We are happy to sort of check through and see how we can support you and your sort of online presence. If you have a brick and mortar business, I would highly encourage looking up www.idmsaga.ca digital main street, where we can sign you up with a member and they can sort of take a look at your website and work through your business. And if you're not if you're not a brick and mortar business and you just have an online business, we do have some advisory service, and one of which includes marketing consultation, and that can sort of help you look through your website as well. So feel free to sign up for those services, all available on our website. So under programs and resources, really great page to find some resources that are available to small businesses. Next question is how to connect with media and press. I feel like if this is just a general question where like how do you get media and press to sort of you know showcase your business, that would require a little bit of pitching and actually reaching out to these media and kind of doing email pitches, or sometimes they pitch to you and sort of making those networking connections. However, in general, some media do also have the options to pay them to sort of come over and review your business and post information about your business on their pages. So those are sort of two options to get them to sort of feature your business and yeah, sort of get your name on their page as well. Anything you would
Yeah,
like to add to that, Shrishti?
yeah, to add to that, I think it's a little easier to reach out to your local media pages first and kind of have a small listing or maybe like a tiny article describing your business or your services. They're paid sometimes, they can do it sometimes as just a feature as well. So maybe try connecting with any local media organizations first.
That's a great advice. And also if there are local events that they run in your communities or any events that are specific to, your niche market, do get involved in that if you have the opportunity to do so. Sometimes those events get some media attention and some media exposure. So by being part of those events, you might be automatically getting some exposure on media as well. Another question is, if you are linking to another website, do you have to get their approval, and does it help with SEO if they don't link back to your website?
So linking, a one-way linking to a website kind of does not help SEO that much because you're not creating like a trust element over there. It's just a one-way link. So if you're part of an association and you want to link their logo onto your web page, try to make sure that they also link you as a member on their web page. So to make sure that it's a backlink which is double-sided, and that is going to probably help boost the trust and authority of your website more.
Yeah.
So yeah, just maybe not link without an approval. So that would be the advice I have.
Yeah, I mean, I think end of the day, anyone can sort of put a link into their website and attach it to another. You can include other people's hyperlinks in your website. That isn't the issue, but if you're really looking to, build a trust or build some sort of connection with the hyperlink or the link or the person that you're linking on your website, you do want to get their approval and just make sure things look good. And if there's any like guidance or if they have any guidelines in terms of how they would like to be shared on other people's websites, that might be ideal. And yeah, I think as Shrishti mentioned, like if you want to increase your SEO, they have to sort of put you on their website. Depending on how high they rank, the better it is for you. So if they're a very high ranking website, then your chances of being ranked a little bit higher is even greater. So the better, stronger organizations you are linked to, the better it is. Any other questions? Well, we just get a few more questions. Just wanted to once again, just reiterate a few items. we do have the Digital Main Street program available. This is a program for brick and mortar businesses located in the city of Mississauga, and we help to provide one-on-one guidance on how to improve your online presence, as well as help you apply for a $2,500 digital transformation grant. These are both really great, useful benefits to small businesses, so I highly encourage you signing up by going to idmississauga.ca/. Digital Main Street, and you'll work with members such as Shushti and our two other members, Simrit and Yusuf, who are great experts on how to sort of build your online presence. Additionally, we have the My Main Street program, where this is a program designed to help businesses either grow or move forward or really elevate their business. It's a great program if you are located in those sections that I did mention previously. And again, if you want to sign up and work with our wonderful ambassadors, feel free to sign up at idmmississauga.ca/MMS. These are really great resources available to you, free of cost. So if you are eligible to these programs, by all means, please sign up. And we also had another question about consultation about my website. We do have advisory services, so if you are not a brick and mortar business, please use the advisory services available on our website. I think Mona can help us with sharing that link as well. The advisory services provide a variety of services, one of which includes also digital marketing support, where we can help to audit your website as well. Amazing. And just seeing if there's any other last minute questions. I guess I had another question as well for you, Shrishti. Are there any tools, free tools that you would recommend businesses to use that can help with their website audits or just improving their website in general?
I would say the things that I compiled in my presentation, they're mostly just a basic overview. So a basic overview you can do by yourself without any tools to kind of like go into your website, or maybe just like ask someone, your friend or someone, to go into your website from the perspective of a consumer and see if there's any changes to be made. But for search engine optimization related audits, there are a lot of free tools available online. So maybe you can download or install or add in a few Chrome extensions and stuff, which are completely free, which can check on if you have a few SEO elements or not.
That's great. I think a few that kind of comes off the top of my head is like even Keyword Planner, which is available free on the Google platform. Helps you sort of find any information in regards to keywords that you should add into your website. And again, if you are brick and mortar businesses, our DMS members can actually sit down with you and teach you how to use a keyword planner to find some of those keywords to add to your website. So feel free to use that. Other programs, I think there are some website graders. Those will actually crawl your websites to see if you have enough keywords, if your website operates fast enough, if there's like any blocks or things like that. So those are also available free on Google Chrome. So feel free to contact us if you would sort of like some tutorials on how to use those as well. Another question we had here is, can you clarify the distinction between Digital Main Street and My Main Street so I know which one is a better fit? Of course. So Digital Main Street is targeted towards helping you build an online presence. And the main focus is just to build your online presence, because we know that a lot of Main Street businesses have great foot traffic, but they might not be showing that same results on their online presence. And this kind of helps you to expand your business and just make sure your business is keeping up with the competition and really getting good exposure online. So the Digital Main Street's focus is on helping you build a presence online, whereas My Main Street is focused on helping you grow your business and identify some business opportunities that might mean, is there a better way to market your business? Is there a better way to reach your target audience? There is free market research that an ambassador will sit down with you to analyze your business and just to really seek opportunities to help you grow, move forward, pivot, in general, just help your business sort of move forward. And honestly, if you're eligible for both programs, please feel free to apply for both programs. If you're not sure if you're eligible for both programs, no problem, just sign up and we'll sort of take care of, ensuring if you're eligible or not. So either way, if you're a brick and mortar business, please feel free to sort of sign up and learn a little bit more about those programs, and then we can sort of take care of ensuring that you're eligible and get you connected to the right people as well. Another question is, do the colors of a website change according to a current line or products, or do they remain the same always over seasons and product launches? So that might be a question for you, Shrishti. What do you think about that?
So larger organizations who have big teams handling their websites, they can afford to do that, and they can change the colors of their websites and themes according to different product launches. But if you're a small business and if you're kind of maintaining your website on your own, it's completely okay to not change colors according to a product launch or something. Maybe just having like a small image or something extra for the season might help, but you don't need to change the whole color theme for a season. That's completely fine if you don't do that. But ensure that whatever you're releasing, whatever is new, it follows the same color theme as the previous one.
That's great advice. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, it's just, are you following your overall theme of your brand? And even if you change your colors, can people really associate those colors and those patterns and things like that back to your brand? Because if you start deviating from those colors and just throwing various different colors every time, that might really, how do I say this? That might make your audience kind of confused as to which brand and what colors these are. So try to just make sure everything's consistent. And if you are switching things up a little bit, just make sure you're still following that similar theme. Great. Awesome. Any other questions? For the last few minutes, once again, another reminder, we will provide all the resources today. So Shrishti did make a really great checklist for you to take or go through as you review your website. So these will be provided to you, including the presentation. So feel free to take the time to sort of actually review your website and see if there's some elements missing. And we will also be providing a recording of this webinar as well if you need to sort of just sort of remember this presentation. And if you have other smaller businesses that you're connected with, feel free to share these recordings as well with them so that they get access to this information as well. Can we connect with Shrishti? Of course you can, by all means. If you want to share, so Shrishti, you want to share your email address with them in the chat, and she can she can get connected with you through email as well. Great. Any last questions as we have one last minute
Send
left?
my email ID in the chat, so feel free to
Perfect.
connect.
Amazing. Again, if you want to get updated on any programs, resources that are available, please feel free to follow us at IDEA Mississauga on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We do keep those updated. Additionally, we do have our newsletter available as well, so please feel free to sign up there and stay up to date on some resources available to our small businesses. Amazing. All right, thank you everyone. I think this is the end of our sort of questions. Feel free to join us next week as we learn about how to improve Facebook ads. We know how tricky Facebook ads can sometimes be, and we don't know for sure if we're doing a good job at it. So feel free to join us next week and we'll sort of teach you how to improve those ads as well. Amazing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Shrishti. Great job on the presentation.
Thank you. Thank you for being here today.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for providing all that information. Have a great day and hope to see you